Hey, everybody, and welcome back to The Rare Cut. My name is Jared Rao with If You Give a Dad a Podcast.
And I am Jamey Rose with Ribbon City Radio and Off the Top Media.
Glad to see you back for episode 2. We've got some more matches that we're going to talk about today, right?
Yes, sir.
This is a lot of fun. You know, we've sat here and we've been talking about the different things that are coming up here in Diamond State, and I'm really excited to see some of these matches. We've got Eric Bronson versus Max Beckett. So Bronson is actually coming back from a double bicep surgery that he just had. So I'm excited to see him get into the ring with this Max Beckett character. I think he goes by Max Volume Beckett. He seems like a teenager type of guy that's just, I don't know, for me, maybe it's the old man in me talking or something, but I'm not really down with what he's got going on there.
Not down with what he's got going on there.
Yeah.
But you're down with the guy who likes to go a little slow and get a little high.
Well, you know, I mean, the thing is, he is smoking Eric Bronson, you know.
Yes.
But he is coming back. He has that comeback story, you know. He is coming back from the surgery and things. And I want to see what he's going to bring to the table, you know.
Well, he is a guy that brings a lot of excitement to his matches, a lot of fire, a lot of energy.
Right.
So that'll be something to look forward to there. How he's going to relate to the Diamond State faithful.
Right.
What he's going to bring into these matches. He's definitely coming off this injury, so he's going to have a lot to prove in his time back.
Right. And, you know, with him coming off that injury, you know, are we going to see Max kind of use that against him?
Oh yeah, that's absolutely. You know, if you're gonna be smart, that's gonna be the move is to go towards those biceps.
You know, and I mean, for me, I hope that it doesn't end up being like that. I want to see a nice, pure competition here between two guys that are just coming in to Diamond State Wrestling and stuff. I hope that we can see them, just put on a great show, because that's what we have a lot here is great shows. And you, like I said before, you never know what you're going to see here. And so I'm really excited about this one. And I just want to see a pure wrestling match between these two guys.
Oh, yeah. Pure wrestling is all fine and dandy, but to see someone go out there and ruin a good comeback, that's entertainment. That's pure entertainment. You know, you have a guy coming back. He's going to be in his first appearance, Max the Volume Beckett coming in there, and he's going to rain on Smoking Aaron Bronson's parade, and hopefully, use what he can to his advantage to pick up a win no matter the cost. Maybe it's not like that. Maybe he is a man of high standard, maybe a man of morals, and he will come in and do the right thing, as you like to put it, because you are a father and a good family man. But me, I think of someone, if you're going to come in and take care of business, sometimes taken away to do that. So.
Yeah, you talking about wanting to take those easy steps to getting what you want. Like we've talked about this before, the United.
Yes, love the United.
Steps that they're going with, and everything. They're ganging up on people and stuff. And, I'm just hoping with this new guy coming in that we're not going to see that same thing, those cheap tactics, as I like to call it.
Well, they're not cheap tactics. They are smart business decisions.
It's one thing to, do things that I'm a big supporter of, work smarter, not harder. Oh, yeah. But whenever you're ganging up on people, sure, maybe that's the smart thing for them at that moment, but, it's not the right thing to do. What are we teaching that next generation when we do things like that?
Well, what you're teaching is you're here on this earth one time. And when you're on the earth one time, you got to make the most of your opportunities and what you do with those opportunities. Do you want to be remembered as just a nice guy, or do you want to be remembered as a superstar and a champion?
Well, there's been some great champions out there who were the good guy, and so I'm hoping that we'll see more of that happening here in Diamond State over the next few months.
But with that being said, the match though is going to be electric. These two guys are going to go out, put on a great show for everybody. So,
yes.
With that being said, I'll be entertained for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this one. I want to see what Eric Bronson brings to the table and everything, as well as Max Beckett. He's a young kid, and he'll be bringing a lot of excitement.
Yeah, I haven't seen Max Beckett at all, but from what I've heard, he's great. Eric Bronson too. Not too familiar, but I've heard the stories. I've heard of the legend of him. So with that being said, it's definitely going to be intriguing for me to see what these guys can pull out in this match.
So the next match that we are going to talk about is the first championship match that we've actually talked about on this show. And that is a more unique division that is exclusive here to Diamond State Wrestling, and that is the Imperial Division. We're going to have an Imperial Division match between William J. Blackwell and Pineapple Jack. I'm really, really looking forward to this one. Pineapple Jack is, coming off of a win from Mr. Nasty, and so is William J. Blackwell. He's coming off of winning this championship from He's coming off of winning this championship. He had Luke Langley in the first match, and he was the first one crowned to be the Imperial Champion. So I'm really excited to see what's going to happen in this match because Jack's kind of on a hot streak at the moment.
Jack is on a hot streak. It kind of came out of nowhere. The guy who comes out there trying to be flashy, all showboaty. The guy thinks he's a blast from the past when actually he comes out of Hot Topic and Bikini Bottom. When this is an actual wrestling organization with high class and standards, and when you're going up against a guy who is a classically violent gentleman, a sophisticated guy coming into a match for a championship that has certain rules that are sophisticated. Yeah. He's definitely going in as the underdog in this one.
Right.
And you'll have the United probably backing Mr. Blackwell up, which is a smart business decision, by the way, Jared.
No.
So with that being said, it's going to be tough for Pineapple Jack to pull this one out.
Well, see, with this match, it's already kind of a mind game because you have to remember what you're at because there's specific rules in this match that are not in a normal wrestling match. You only get two pinfall attempts. You only get 3 rope breaks. And if you lose your 2 pinfall attempts, then you have to rely just on a submission and stuff. So on top of him having to remember all of that stuff, Blackwell might have people out there backing him up, and so this gives him a very unfair advantage, I believe, in this match, But I believe that he is going to come out successful in this because the things that we've been seeing from Pineapple Jack recently, I believe that he's going to be able to get the win.
Well, I will say this, and I'll be fair. If anyone has a good chance of doing it, it's probably going to be Pineapple Jack just because of the momentum he's on.
Right.
And, sometimes when he's not playing dumb, he's a smart cat.
Right.
He just likes to, play it off that he's this, lazy guy.
Sometimes you have to do that. You have to don't give everybody all of your cards. Don't let them see your hand completely. And I believe that's kind of what he's doing. He's letting them see the fun side of him. The kids love him. He has all the different gimmicks and stuff like that the kids love to see, whenever he comes out to the ring. So people don't really think of him as being all this hard hitter and things like that, but he is, and he's going to be able to take that next step, and I think we're going to see that.
It's definitely going to be a brawl. It's going to be a fight, and these guys are going to keep it to pretty good medium.
Right. And like I said, coming off of the winning streak against Mr. Nasty, that was a great match to see. I was really happy to see Pineapple Jack come out with the win on that match and be able to move on to be in the Imperial Division and to face for the Imperial Championship.
Pineapple Jack did win that match. I don't know at what kind of cost. Mr. Nasty being the Creole Pimp, being the guy. He's probably going to be looking for some payback in some type of way, even if it's not against Pineapple Jack at the moment. With that being said, Pineapple Jack, though, is, being progressed into these Imperial title pictures. So it's very exciting for him, a guy who has been, touted across the state, putting on good match after good match and, coming into his own within the wrestling landscape and finally being able to prove himself in this match against Blackwell, who is well established at this point as the Imperial champion, along with the United by his side. It's definitely going to be a challenge, but if he's going to prove himself to be a top player in this game, this is where you buckle up.
Right. Well, and Blackwell's not somebody to, mess around on. He is a very strong champion. He is going with the Ruthless King. He has Ruthless.
There you go. You learned from last time.
I'm trying here. Try and get us to get along a little bit here, because I know we have our moments and everything. Mm-hmm. So he has those ruthless, dare I say, ruthless aggression,
yes,
about him. And he's good at, drawing you in and stuff. So Jack's really going to have to watch out for these things, because we saw in the last match that Blackwell had with Luke Langley. He drew him in, and he used up both of his pinfall attempts. Mm-hmm. And then Luke had to resort to submissions, and he ended up losing the match.
Yes.
And that could very well happen in this one as well.
You just got to be smarter than the smartest guy in the room, and the smartest guy in the room is William J. Blackwell.
I don't know about that one, but we're going to see what happens, and I'm very excited for this match.
Let's just hope Pineapple Jack doesn't hang around Eric Bronson before the match. We'll say that.
So the matches that we're talking about are coming up on August 27th, and it's called United We Stand. You're going to see us talk about these different matches over the next few weeks and everything like that. We've got some different ones. You saw in the first episode where we talked about Luke Langley and
Lewis.
And then we also had the match where we talked about Ronan versus
Mr.
Nasty, And in this one, we have these matches. So over the next few weeks, you're going to be seeing all kinds of different matches that we're going to talk about. And I hope that you guys continue to come here and listen with us on those. But before we get you off of here, we want to give a shout out to our sponsors. We have the Boston Mountain Brewery, as well as AAA Tent Service.
We also got the Front Row Boys, who you will see in the front row of every event. These guys bring the electricity. Those guys are the bomb for sure. Also, you got AAA Tent Services. They have a wide variety of services they can provide for you. Also, speaking of Boston Mountain Brewery, we said it on the last show that they had the SummerSlam watch along event.
Yes.
Was a great time. I enjoyed it, getting to hang out with all the boys and watch the SummerSlam. So that's a very exciting time there.
We also want to give a shout out to Jeremy Weller as one of our sponsors as well. These different people have helped supply us with great things that we need, like our championships and things like that. Thank you guys for tuning in. And until next time, keep shining.
And keep rocking on in the free world. I'm Jamey.
I'm Jared.
Ciao.